Hi, this is Omar Sultan, and welcome to another Blogger Tech Minute here at Cisco Live in Vegas in 2010. So I'm here with Aneel, Brian, and Steve, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the cool things that happened today. So from my perspective, probably the big news is the pad that we announced, and you'll see a little bit more of this tomorrow. But it falls into the idea of not just innovation, but useful innovation that can turn around and create some good business value. And we'll touch a little bit more on that tomorrow. But let's start with you, Aneel. What did you do?
I thought one of the interesting things that I saw today was Cisco Intelligent Automation, which is a sort of relaunching or re-emphasizing of what Cisco got from the Title acquisition a couple of years ago. What they're doing is great. It's really fascinating that they're actually able to orchestrate across devices and silos within the data center to achieve a level of automation that actually accomplishes something and produces value and frees up people's time to go do more interesting and important things like new innovation, new services.
That's cool. And we see automation really being a big part of being able to move the data center forward and transform effectively.
Yes.
Cool.
So it was great to see that.
Cool. And Brian, I heard you waxing rhapsodic earlier about systems and architecture.
Well, yeah. So the thing with John is, John likes to talk about products, and so we talked about CS and we talked about some of the other things. But I think more than anything, he hammered home that we're a solutions company, and it's a network centric thing. And if you want to do video, you want to do data center, you want to move VMs around, you want to do voice. It's all network centric to pull all that stuff out of there. So I think he did a fantastic job kind of summing up the fact that we've been doing these things for so long. You pull them together, and it tells a great story. It not only tells a great story, but it delivers fantastic results. I mean, you never would have. Without a very, very network-centric architect, you never would have been under the sea today, seeing those guys, find World War II ships and stuff like that. So
that's true.
It's pretty cool.
And I think the point you bring up is, even though we are, have a very network-centric view, our vision does not end there, right? We launched PAD. We have intelligent automation software. It's not, we've got a couple cool switches and that's the end of our vision. We look to expand either with our own stuff or with our partners in our ecosystem, which is a great segue. I'm playing that to you, Steve. So you were telling me about a customer conversation you were having on the way?
Yeah, I was in the BCE booth earlier this afternoon and met with a customer at a regional hospital. Had a geographically dispersed data estate across multiple data centers, and one of the challenges they had was surviving a failure of one of those facilities. Their desire is to have data active in both locations. So, obviously the obvious segue to them was an introduction to vPlex as a technology and an introduction to Cisco OTB. As a way to bridge those disparate networks and keep that data in sync across distance. As we peel the onion with them and started to talk about it, it started to evolve that the distance was greater than we thought it was, and then they started to take a turn into, well, how do I improve the network latency so I can improve the quality of service of that transaction and keep that RPO tight and down to a measurable time where they can recover with a high degree of certainty. And one of the issues that we discovered was that maybe traditional replication technology with maybe Cisco WAS would be a perfect solution for them.
Cool. Yeah, I think we find a lot of that in terms of, as we start to roll out these innovations like OTB or VCE or Title, those kind of things, it allows customers to really attack their business and attack their IT differently and not just be stuck in this rut of how they've handled things before.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you see out of these conversations is people go, wow, I can think about that stuff, and I never thought I could think about that. I always thought these were the rules, and it was kind of hard and fast, and I had to stop here. And all of a sudden, you're going, no, those rules don't really apply anymore, right?
We're in Vegas. We don't need rules.
Yeah, we don't need rules.
I think customers want to do some really creative stuff with our technology. They want to leverage VMware's fault tolerance over distance, and they want to use things like vPlex and treat their data center like it's never been treated before. There's new opportunities. So.
Cool. So I see D-Day waving madly, which either means we're out of time or there's a fire behind us. So either case, I'll wrap up for today. Check out the show as the great virtual online presence, and we'll be back tomorrow.